the media, from celebrities and entertainers, but also so-called experts in health and nutrition, all of them for like 10, 15 years telling you it's not just healthy, but it's also beautiful to be overweight. And people know that they look and feel like shit that way. So that's why they're going to these extremes.
Do you think that, so this is like the pendulum swinging back? Do you think that this is part of that kind of like backlash against the oh, it's okay to be overweight, it's okay to be, everyone is beautiful?
All of these people were just pretending that they
100%.
that they thought that was beautiful.
Look at Lizzo.
All of these people who even the people who were fat, who are now on Ozempic, were just lying to themselves and everyone around them the entire time, including Oprah. I mean, she was an ambassador for Weight Watchers for the longest time and promoted using your willpower and self-control to restrict your portion sizes to lose weight, which is actually really good advice.
Yeah, that's actually real good advice.
Maybe not advice that she was putting into practice for herself, but then she spoke out against Ozempic, and then she outs herself for being on Ozempic in order to lose weight, and completely shifts the narrative and says, I just realized, I magically woke up one day and realized that fat people are fat because we were just born with food noise, where we're just tortured with thoughts, intrusive thoughts of food all the time. And if you're skinny, if you're not overweight, it just means you were born without food noise in your brain.
There's a little bit to that, though. Like, your hunger signaling is a real thing. Right, people who don't have a high hunger signal, which is what GLP-1 inhibitors reduce, like you're just hunger signaled, and the food is much more calorie dense than it used to be. Mm-hmm. So you can take in a lot more calories before you get full, which puts you in a calorie surplus because you're not moving. But with GLP-1 inhibitors, it takes away that signal to eat. So what they're doing is they're starving themselves without feeling like they're starving. That's where the bone loss and the muscle loss, because you're in a bodybuilder prep cut, you don't ever feel hungry. You're not lifting, so your body's just ripping your muscle for energy. Yeah. So you end up skinny with no muscle mass. They're still 30% body fat. They're just skinny fat.
Yeah, we don't know the long-term effects.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be Eugenia Cooney.
Pretty much, yeah.
She's the model.
Who's Eugenia Cooney?
She's that really.
She's like a famous YouTuber. She's been in the public eye for many years, but she's
the girl that looks like a skeleton.
She's emaciated. And she's tried to deny it, but it's very clear that she does have an eating disorder. And there are a lot of children that watch her channel. It's extremely destructive, the influence that she has. I don't even know if she knows that, or if her mind is just so like on another planet.
That's where my semi-authoritarian comes in.
If you look like that, you can't think. You can't actually use your brain.
Yeah.
It'd be tough. Yeah, I was over 300 pounds a few years ago. And so when people tell you, it's like, oh yeah, fat's great. No, it's not. It's terrible. You can't get up off the ground. You can't breathe after going up the stairs.
Look, I mean,
self-conscious. Like,
I'm sympathetic. I can be sympathetic to people that like are addicted to things. I used to smoke cigarettes, and there is nothing, if I understand correctly, talking to other addicts, there is nothing harder to quit than nicotine, like because of its availability. I used to drink too much, and I don't drink at all now. I don't drink in any kind of regular way. I don't indulge. I don't get drunk. So I get it, but look, if I can quit smoking cigarettes and quit drinking, you can put the fork down.
Yeah, 100%. I lost 80 pounds, just calorie deficit. No tricks.
Yeah.
I did.
Ozempic kind of just smashed everyone's magical idea about weight loss because it proved that it was about calorie deficit.
What does it do?
100%.
What does it? I mean, I don't know much about Ozempic. Does it just not make you hungry?
So I've heard people. I don't think that it doesn't get rid of your appetite, but it does apparently make your ability to resist actually stronger, because I've heard that it works on people that are addicted to other things too. I've heard people they've been experimenting with alcoholics and with drug addicts and using Ozempic as a means to help them beat those, because it helps build up your ability to say no. So
yeah, I haven't heard that. That's actually new to me, but it's so ghrelin, you have hormones that trigger hunger, and it suppresses those. It's a GLP-1 inhibitor. And so like I took a dose just to see what it was like. And it was trizepatide. And I took 2.5 milligram dose, and I was just like, I had to force myself to drink protein shakes for a week, because you take a few bites of food and it feels like you just ate Thanksgiving dinner. You're like, oh, I'm so full, because your body just signals that you're full. And so I'm trying to hit 280 grams of protein a day.
Seriously?
Oh, yeah.
Good luck.
I'm trying to pound
lot.
protein shakes, and I feel like I'm stuffed every time I drink a protein shake. To me, it was terrible. But that's because I was trying to force myself not to lose muscle. I still lost 2 kilos.
Yeah.
Like in 7 or 8 days. It was crazy. Wow.
Just on being the overweight thing, I was one point in time I was 230 when I was in at a time in my life. It's 230. That's huge. It's ginormous for myself. But I had a hard time tying my shoes.
Yeah, of course.
I would tie my shoes and I'd be like going out of breath, and it was like that's when I knew. That's when I was like that was my moment of like, wait a second, hold on, Raymond.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.